Hey Power, Happiness and Success family. Right, this video is for anyone out there who wants a change in perspective, who kind of feels as though they're chasing things, they're accumulating goods, luxuries, things in their lives, but their emotions, their core being, their level of joy is not increasing. This video is definitely for you. So let's dive in deep. So as usual, pardon the artwork. Not too bad, actually. Looks a bit like ET, but we'll roll with it. So essentially what I'm referring to here is our internal against our external. Because what I would like you to comprehend is that, you know, the more people chase pleasures and all external goods and things that you enjoy externally in the world as we know it, these things are deemed to be pleasures. The more we experience pleasures externally, we come to only associate pleasure and happiness from external things. Actually, we're inadvertently tripping ourselves up, metaphorically speaking. We're kind of leading to all kinds of internal pains, inner conflict, inner struggle, incongruency, a lot of stress and so on and so forth, because we're constantly chasing something that can never really feel a void, if you will. Because if you're always if you're always chasing something externally, then you are never full, you are never complete, you are never whole. And we're all born actually complete and whole. And in fact, you know, we want to kind of return back to our childlike state, you know, and babies are always in the present moment and just focused on being amazed on what's around them. And kind of that innocence, if you will, or that kind of simplistic nature is sometimes what's needed. Especially in society today, where we're constantly living in chronic stress, we're chronically fatigued, we're not sleeping well, we're extremely stressed out. You know, most people spend 70% of their entire lives living in chronic stress. A lot of people at some point in their lives manifest their own like ailments, illnesses, diseases, to be honest with you, because of oxidative stress, because of the diets or addictions that we've gotten used to, and all kinds of pleasures can be toxic. They will eventually lead to pain, to be honest with you. So let me give you a few examples of what I mean by external pleasures, like food leading to obesity. For example, I'm just giving you some extremes here, not always the case. Sometimes, obviously, we need food to be nourished and to give us energy to go and get things done and to thrive and to stay alive, obviously. But food can lead to obesity, for example, you know, I don't know, too much sex, especially with the wrong person or without the right connection, can lead to emptiness. And studies show that this can actually lead to a lot of poor, low self-esteem, especially women who engage in these sort of meaningless interactions, if you will. So food in certain amounts and certain types of foods can lead to obesity. Sex, too much sex or too much, you know, infatuation with pornography, for example, can lead to a great feeling of emptiness and never feeling satisfied in your actual real life connections and so on and so forth. What other pleasures can we seek? So pleasures in terms of luxuries. Pleasures in terms of luxuries can always make us feel like it's never enough, because you're always going to be comparing yourself. Well, I've got 5 cars, but Billy from down the road, he's got 10 cars. And then you're constantly getting that kind of competitive drive, and it's something that will never be filled, because even if you went and beat Billy, well, guess what? You know, Stephen's down the road and Stephen's got 20 cars. So what are you going to do about that? Do you know what I mean? So it's this constant, I'm not saying don't enjoy cars or don't enjoy like physical pleasures necessarily. I'm just saying be careful, moderation, balance. And my philosophy and what I like to teach is that as long as you are more focused internally on focusing on your internal energy, making sure you're happy, like meditating, exercising, eating healthily, taking in the right supplements, reading, learning, challenging yourself, growing, giving to people in a multitude of different ways. As long as you're focused on who you are, being in the present moment, appreciating everything you have in your life, the more you do that, the more you develop quality and character within you. And that's what kind of counteracts any kind of inclinations we have, any kind of egotistical pleasures and desires we want. So pleasures, desires, all relate to some kind of insufficiency or inadequacy, if you will. And instead we need to focus on our internal. And essentially, I know this is hyperbolic, but I must be honest as well. I'll say it for the effect that it generates, and that's, you know, the more you're focused on experiencing pleasure now, the less likely you are going to experience peace and joy in the future. And it's a mild exaggeration, to be fair, but it is very effective. And a lot of people, because they're constantly focused on instant gratification, and I think that's the problem with our current generation and the future generations. They're so impatient, they're so used to getting things so quickly, but what they don't understand is that, you know, a lot of things take a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, a lot of focus, a lot of energy. You know, success is not a linear, you know, arrow, a linear structure. It's more like a roller coaster, and you will eventually lead to success and happiness and joy if you stay on the right path and you just remain resilient and persevere. But, you know, we're taught that you can get pleasures, this, that, you know, you can access things immediately, like your phone can do absolutely everything. It's only a matter of years between until it's like a limb that's attached to our bodies. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely insane and incredible depending on your perspective. So the main thing I want you to glean from this video is that the more we chase what's outside us, the less we will have inside us, and therefore, ironically, we're actually setting ourselves up for failure, to be honest with you. So if you appreciate this content and you want to know more, head on over to my website at www.alexgem.com. Get my free ebook, firstly, 10 Steps to Excellence. Absolutely incredible, great read, really quick, really concise, backed with science, trial and error, a lot of things that I've learned over the years that's really, really enabled me to take the quality of my life to really, really high levels, whether it be financially, my health, my energy levels, my self-esteem. You know, I used to struggle with all of these things, to be honest, and I've come a long way. I'm very happy where I am, and because I'm coming from that internal level of joy, happiness, peace, I'm able to kind of manifest and cultivate even better things for myself, because I've changed the perspective in which I approach my goals. I'm not saying don't have goals and don't have things you want to attain. That's beautiful, that's part of living. But not at the expense of giving up your present moments, not at the expense of experiencing a great deal of stress and ruining your health and jeopardizing your relationships and these sort of things. So you can get to where you want to go. You just need to do it the right way, from the right perspective, and that's by focusing on the internal and therefore creating what you want externally. Okay, so when you're at my website, which you should be at right now, click where it says join PHS today, enter your credit card details. You'll gain instant access to my revolutionary course, The Power System, taking you from wherever you are in your life to where you really want to be. I guarantee that I'll make a tremendous difference to the quality of your life. The bonuses are amazing as well, just as good as the overall course, to be honest with you. You're gonna absolutely adore the bonuses that I'll put together for you. I offer a payment plan as well. You know, for a 30-day money-back guarantee. You know what it's worth, between $1,200 to $2,000. To be honest, I'm not charging anywhere near that. So go hook yourself up. You might want to get my book, The Art of Power, Happiness and Success. You can get that at my store, www.alexgemstore.com. You can also get it at Amazon. Go check it out. It should be with you within a few days. Read it and then reread it again. That's how you indoctrinate yourself, and you start changing your beliefs, your mindset, developing more of an abundant, open mindset, becoming more peaceful, more serene, feeling more in control in your life, having a focus, avoiding distractions, all these incredible things that are really, really important. How to start changing your patterns, your lifestyle, your habits, your subconscious programs. You know, I'll do it all for you, and you know, you're welcome. You're just going to need to step up and be fully committed and be ready to learn and challenge yourself. So I've done my part. It's now down to you to do your part, to be honest with you. You might want to come join me at the Power Mastermind. I do a live event of only 20 really committed, hardworking, dedicated people. It doesn't matter what you want to improve in your life, whether you're overcoming a traumatizing event within your past, whether you feel like you're not improving your life exponentially, you've been stuck in a rut for several years, for example, and you really want to increase your wealth, your happiness, you reduce your stress levels, develop your self-esteem, be more giving, you know, change who you are, attract more abundance in your life. I can certainly help you along those lines. I've transformed my life in so many different ways. I've gone from, I've gone from being obese and unhealthy to having a great shape for someone who's done it naturally as well. I've gone from someone who just had a basic job. Don't get me wrong, I was getting promoted every couple of years and so on and so forth within the teaching education. But it wasn't enough for me. You know, I've been able to create this business that you see now, 3 businesses. You know, I've been able to kind of create a property portfolio that's enabled me to stop working and start living, really, and really enjoying what I do for a living for you guys and what you see now. So I've been, and my health, my energy levels, I was someone who had a really compromised immunity, all kind of like digestive problems. And now that I've done a lot of studying, I've developed myself, I've learned that it was all because of stress, being knocked out of homeostasis. My neurotransmitters weren't firing and operating appropriately. I wasn't making the right choices on a consistent basis. I was overtraining, exercising as a means of compensating for areas where I felt deficient, and all these sorts of things. I've done a lot of soul searching. I've changed a lot in my life, and now I help people. I happily help people to improve the quality of their lives in a multitude of different ways as well. And you can be one of them. So come join me. If you can't join me live and in person for an entire day, a massive shame. Maybe one day we will. But you can also I've turned it into a course. I've turned the Power Mastermind into a course where you can see me working with a live group. You can also get all the worksheets, the amazing worksheets that's taken me about 15 years now to put together. It's taken me thousands of dollars and thousands of hours to kind of learn these materials and craft these meticulous quality activities. And you'll be given it as well, of course. And you can actually see me complete my own activities, so you can kind of understand how to complete it, what to expect. Not copying my answers, of course, but because we're all different, we're all at different stages in our lives, and we all have different goals and different aspirations, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it's just for you to learn how to complete it, how I have changed and improved myself, and so on and so forth, for your own satisfaction, I guess. So go check it out. You'll love the bonuses I'm including in that. Tremendous stuff. And yeah, just have a great day, really. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and also click the notification bell, because every single week I release several videos such as this, but also audios, episodes, podcasts that I don't share on any other social platform. So you're definitely going to want to subscribe and join the family officially. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.